who's back in a timely fashion. This girl. I said I was going to do better with these videos, and I plan on doing that. So in my last video, I touched on different things that I've been going on within the last year and some change that I've been gone. So I want to kind of dig a little bit deeper and talk in more detail about the Sisterlock convention that I went to over the summer in Atlanta. It was called the Freedom Tour. Funny enough, I went with two of my aunts, one of them who currently resides in Atlanta, one of them who lives around here, and my Aunt Kathy, who resides in Atlanta. She actually won the contest of naming the tour. So she named it the Freedom Tour. Well, she submitted the name and they picked Freedom Tour. My fierce bomb aunties, because she named the tour, she had the juice a little bit, so we were granted the opportunity to be a part of the VIP group, which was super, super, super cool because we got to meet Dr. C, but I'll get to that. It was only a two-day convention, but it was jam-packed with activities. It definitely was jam-packed with activities, I'll say that. On day one, a small group of us went to the Civil Rights Museum in Atlanta, and that was pretty cool. It was nice to see, you know, the museum and all of its Black excellence. It was a beautiful museum. I enjoyed myself. And being that it was a smaller group of us, we got a chance to really like talk and get to know each other. We ended up going out for lunch. We ended up meeting later that day for a meet and greet, and that is where Dr. C graced us with her presence. And y'all, this lady is beautiful. Her locks are beautiful, her face is beautiful, her style is beautiful, her personality is beautiful. Like, I'm not even gassing. She's beautiful. Like, I was just in awe. Like, honestly, I was like such a little groupie. So I ended up getting a picture with her. And at this point, more of the women who were participating in the convention, they had time to kind of like, I guess, fly in or drive in from wherever they were coming from. So it was a much larger group. Everybody's just, you know, talking. Oh, how long have you had your locks? Where are you from? What do you struggle with? And, you know, when it comes to your locks, you know, that type of conversation. So it was just, it was a good environment. It was a good community to be a part of. I was, you know, I was loving it. All this Black girl magic. There was also a workshop for brand ambassadors, which I was not a part of because I'm not a brand ambassador, but they did have a workshop for that. Day two, bright and early, we had breakfast with Dr. C. She sat at our table, and we just got a chance to just have conversation with her, ask her different questions. Again, we got a chance to just see her personality, and she's like really funny. She's really funny and nice. Like, I wish I can like say it in a way that doesn't sound like I'm just gassing, because I'm really not. She's really nice and just really funny and really genuine and authentic. So I thought that was very cool. So like I said, we got to, you know, have breakfast with her, talk to her a little bit more. She was very very open and willing to talk. After that, there were a few workshops. At this point, we were split up into groups: consultants and consumers. You know, the people who just, you know, have the Sisterlocks and are not interested in being consultants, which was the group that I was a part of, just the ones who, you know, who had the Sisterlocks and was not interested in being a consultant. We took part in two workshops that day. The first one was a sort of like a maintenance workshop. It was called Loving My Sisterlocks. And so it was a woman there, wow, I can't remember her name, but she was so funny and she was really cool and she was very informative. And she was just talking about, you know, just how to properly maintain your locks. And I was so informed, it's crazy. Like, I walked out of there like, I know all about my hair. It was a lot of good information. For example, one of the things that really just woke me up was how she was talking about the fact that you really don't need any product. And of course, like, that's something that, you know, everybody always says, like, you don't need products, and, you know, you don't need that many products, but it's really, you don't need products. Like, I don't know why it was such like a like awakening for me that day, but I was like, wow, when I get home, I'm tossing all my products. And that's basically what I did. I used 2 sprays, Moroccan argan oil, and I use this like anti-breakage because I do have breakage, which I'll get into in the next video. That's a pretty interesting topic that I'll talk about a little deeper. But I use those 2 products, and even those 2 products I use very sparingly. So the woman, I want to say her name was Deborah. She looked like a Deborah. We're gonna call her Deborah. And so Deborah, she was just talking to us about how again, we don't need products, and how we're so used to putting products on our hair to help stimulate growth, but with this natural hairstyle, it's about what's going on inside your body to help promote growth. So she was just giving us information about, you know, just things like, you know, you shouldn't actually put anything in your hair unless it's a Sisterlock product, and even the Sisterlock products, you use sparingly. Everything is just natural, and I was just like, wow, that makes so much sense. So ever since then, I think I like doubled up my water intake, and I just really leave the products out of my hair. She talked about using the Sisterlocks shampoo, and she has been locked for, I think, like 18 years, she said, and she still uses the Sisterlock starter shampoo. She said that's the only shampoo that she uses. And I don't know, like I said, for some reason it was just like such a duh moment for me. Like, it's like, wow, I don't need any products. So I don't have any products in my house except, like I said, those two sprays, and that's it. And I just feel so good. I feel like my hair's in a very healthy state right now, and I think that has a lot to do with it. So I'm grateful that I was able to take part in that workshop. After that workshop was a styling workshop, like how to style your hair. That one was pretty good too, but I don't really style my hair, so I was just like there to listen. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, they was talking about Locks, and they were talking about different spray bottles that you can utilize, and different rollers and the effects that they use. But I thought that was pretty like basic information. I can say that it wasn't good. It was cool, but it just it wasn't hitting me like that first workshop. After that first workshop, it was like, you gotta come harder than that now, because this lady just impressed the pants off me. But all in all, like I said, they were pretty good workshops, and I did enjoy them. After the workshops came the parade, which was very, very cool, because this was the Juneteenth parade that took place in downtown Atlanta, and Sisterlocks it was their 25th anniversary. So they had a float, and it was so cool because we were on this float sitting and waving like we was, you know, really hot stuff, like hi, we was the queens, hi. And people actually knew like what Sisterlocks were. They were like, oh, Sisterlocks, hey. And then, you know, as we were going down the street, we saw other women who had their hair locked, and it was just like beautiful. Like, it was like, hey, yes. And so we were just all like having a good time, chanting, screaming, yelling at people, waving, hello. Later that same day after the parade, we had an all-white party. And during that all-white party, the people who were VIP, which was, you know, a good little group of people, they had the opportunity to have dinner with Dr. Cornwell. So again, we got the chance to sit with her, in which case I totally groupied out and told her that I just felt so privileged to be able to meet her, because I mean, how many people can say like they met the person who trademarked and developed the technique for their hair? Like, do you know who invented cornrows? Because I don't. Who invented weaves? I don't know. This information might be out there, but I don't know it. I'm so happy I got a chance to attend, but more so it's because I got a chance to meet Dr. Cornwell. I thought that was just the dopest thing ever. Like, that was a opportunity that I don't think I'm ever going to forget. I'm actually thinking about going to the homecoming, because I think they have like a kind of like they call it a homecoming for Sisterlocks every year in San Diego at like the Sisterlocks headquarters. So I was Googling when the next one was. I haven't found anything on it yet, but if I do find something, when I do find something, hopefully I'll find something soon, I will, you know, make a video about that. Or if you guys know, you know, any information about it, please feel free to leave me a comment. But I would definitely like to go to that. Like I said, I did have a good time at the convention this year, but I would have liked to see more people my generation. The women there, all amazing, all beautiful, all lovely, but they were more, they were a bit of the older generation, just a bit. I'm in my 20s still, late 20s, but 20s still. I'm holding on to that. They were in their like upper 30s, you know, 40s, 50s, and upward from there. So like I said, I had a good time. Don't get me wrong, but I would have loved to see, you know, the Sisterlocks in more generations. But like I said, I want to go to homecoming. So I hope that I would see more people around my age and connect with more people around my age, just to see what kind of things that they're dealing with when it comes to their hair, to see if, you know, things are similar or different. I feel like I covered everything. But if there's any other questions, feel free to leave a comment. Fun fact, my Aunt Kathy, who named the tour, when she named the tour, I think she had only had her locks for like 2 months. She's newly installed. She's the third person to get Sisterlocks in my family. The fourth, my newest person to get Sisterlocks in my family is my mother. I might let her get some camera time on here eventually if she behaves herself. She be acting up sometimes. And also, funny enough, Jaleisha, you know, my friend who was in the video with the Sisterlocks for traditional locks, she has Sisterlocks now too, which is an amazing story. And I might actually let her come on here and tell her story too, because y'all already know her first part of her story, so I'm sure y'all are dying to know what got her from traditional locks to Sisterlocks, because y'all remember when she said, I'm not about that life? Is there any particular reason why you chose traditional locks?
Oh, I wasn't about that Sisterlock wave. I wasn't about that Sisterlock wave.
Now she is. Like I said, all that is going to be coming. I'm going to be making videos more regularly now, hopefully. So just stick with me, all right? All right.